everybody, my name is Michael from Polygon Island, and recently the Blender 2.91 beta has been released, and I'm going to make a video going over 4 new big features that have come to it. So the first and probably the most important is this beautiful splash screen that we have right here. It's amazing, but let's get right into it. The first is Booleans. So if we go ahead and launch up Blender 2.8 and we open it, we can see that we can add a boolean to this cube, a difference boolean, but we're going to keep it on the same plane, so where these faces right here are pretty much intersecting. And we click this cube, give it a boolean modifier, and then difference, and then select this cube, and it doesn't work. It just doesn't do anything. You can click apply, and then delete this cube, and it doesn't do anything. Even though it should do something, it should cut out the parts that are intersecting because it's the difference boolean. Well, in Blender 2.9, that is fixed. So if we do the exact same thing we just did, duplicate the cube, make sure the planes are intersecting, and then we go over to the main cube, add a boolean modifier, difference, and then select this object. You can see already we can see the cutout, and then what we have to do is apply the modifier and then delete the second cube, and it works. So that's really useful. There's just a lot of there was a lot of math stuff with the old boolean that didn't really work well, but they fixed all that in this version, so that's pretty cool. So next up is the new mesh to volume and volume objects and volume modifiers that come with them. So if we hit Shift A, we can see that we have this new tab right here called volume. You can import a volume object from like Houdini or something, or like another 3D program, or you can just make an empty. We're gonna make an empty. If we make an empty, you can see it adds this new empty volume object up here, and with that selected, we can go to our modifiers tab, click add modifier, and then mesh to volume. And then once we have mesh to volume, we can use this eyedropper tool, or just click right here, and then just click your whatever object you have. So already you can see that there's volume coming off of this object, but if you want the entire object to be just volume, you can either delete the original Suzanne after applying the volume modifier, or you can just hide it for now. So if we hide it, we can see that we have our Suzanne monkey head as a volume object now. It's the exact shape that it is. And what we can do from here is you can see that it's like pixelated, the resolution is low. So all we have to do is just turn the voxel amount up to something like 128, and then it's a lot higher quality. Obviously there's still some stuff right here, so for example if you change it to like 256 or something, it would be higher quality. You can change this really to like whatever you want, but yeah, we can see now that we have the Suzanne monkey head. So next is this new search bar that is up here on our properties tabs. This is really useful because now you can actually look up what you're looking for instead of having to go through every single tab and find out where something is. For example, if I want to make soft body physics, I could type in soft body, and it's right here. Remesh, if I wanted to find where the remesh option was, it's right here. It's really helpful and really handy. And yeah, that's it. It's just a search bar now. It's really useful. Okay, so this one is one I covered in my last video, but it's the new boundary brush. So if we scroll all the way down here, it's this little cylinder kind of thing. What we can do is we can see that when we get close to an edge, it gives us this little line, and once we click and then drag, we can flip them up or down, and we can do this with pretty much every size. And to increase the range of it, we can just hit F to resize the brush. So we could do this, just move these down. I don't really know what to do with this in this mode, but another thing you can do though is if we hit N and then go into the tool tab, down here on deformation, we can see cloth simulation, and once we have that, we can just, it's basically cloth. So yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with like cloth in this, kind of make it a wavy kind of cloth, and if you really wanted to, you could use like the cloth brush, but that's another tutorial. That's my last video. But yeah, this is really cool. It's really easy to make stuff. And for example, if we give it like a subdivision of 2 and then shade smooth, we can see that we have like a blanket. And that was like, whoops, and that was like 10 seconds worth of work right there. And we have this like blanket thing. So, yeah, that's basically it. Thanks guys so much for watching. These were 4 new features coming in Blender 2.91. Hopefully you're excited for some of these. I am. But thanks guys so much for watching. My name is Michael from Polygon Island. I'll see you guys next time.